Top story this morning, international air travellers are facing lengthy delays today because of a strike by customs officers over a pay dispute. Thousands of customs officers are walking off the job for an hour at a time.
Most international airports are affected by the stoppage. The union says the stoppages are a shot across the bow and industrial action will escalate if pay negotiations don't resume.
For more, Roxanne Kelley is the National Director for Enforcement and Investigations at the Customs and Border Protection Service. She joins us now from Canberra. Roxanne Kelley, good morning and thanks for joining us again. What can you tell us about the impact of these strikes which have already begun this morning?
Well, we've had some feedback from Sydney Airport that there are some short delays occurring for passengers arriving into Australia, but for passengers leaving to travel overseas, there are no significant delays at this point in time.
As I understand it, there'll be perhaps another rolling stoppage later in the morning. Is it a case that there will be a bottleneck for delays, so we won't actually see the real impact until later in the day?
That is possible, but we are monitoring the situation very closely. And as we indicated yesterday, our focus is on ensuring that the borders continue to be protected, and we will be processing passengers as we always do. So that is why there will be some delays.
How many staff do you estimate are on strike or have participated in the industrial action this morning? And what have been your arrangements to make up for that?
Right, we have had a number of staff participate in the strike action. We're still getting information about the exact numbers and I don't have them at this point in time.
Would it be in the dozens or hundreds?
I would say there is a significant percentage who have participated in the action, but we have had customs officers from other work locations assisting us at airports, which has helped us to minimise the impact this morning.
Have some of those replacement staff been management from Customs?
There's been a mix of both employees and people from management.
So what happens now? There's a threat of more industrial action before this one today has even finished. When do the two parties go back to the negotiating table?
We've already contacted the union and we were trying to set up a meeting with them this week.
And what was the result of that contact?
We are hoping that we will get a positive response and that we can have a meeting with the union before the end of this week.
So what is your message to passengers this morning? Obviously, as we mentioned, we've seen some action already. There's more planned for later in the morning. What's your message to international passengers who are inconvenienced by this action?
Look, we're still advising that passengers who are travelling overseas should get to the airport early, and once you've checked into your flight, you should proceed through to customs and immigration clearance as soon as possible. And if people need further information around when the stoppages are happening, we've published all those times on our website at www.customs.gov.au.
Roxanne Kelley, thanks once again.
Thank you, Francis.